And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Craig Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here. In the NBA, no better insider than Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, great to have you with us.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's great to be here. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Look at Richard Jefferson. He's like a kid in a candy store. He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love RJ.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Justice Winslow, and it's Lucas in at the 1 spot. Pass to Biberovic. To the middle. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Here's Lucas. No good off the back of the rim. No good with the layup. It's tipped. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with me. Now, we spoke about how his team is prepared to try and defend Bradley Beal tonight. Coach said we want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible. Make somebody else be the playmaker and scorer. That's our goal. It's a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're successful. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Biberovic makes it off the glass.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
The 3 hits the three-point bomb. And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of the scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. Hits the fadeaway.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Murray scanning the floor. Down low, and he jams it with authority.
Superb execution in the screening role. Murray cutting the pass right through the defense.
To the wing right side. And an incredible double clutch dunk. Wow.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Defended by none. Inside, Colson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Assisted. Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one. But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite? What's your best NBA arena?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
First personal
I'll take
foul.
your word for it, but that
First
just means I have to
team
get out
foul.
to a Knicks game ASAP.
At the line for your home team, number 21. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix, but they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injury?
First personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team, Jordan Hawkins.
Here's Grant. Takes a three. Not going to go that time. Gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
2 minutes
Hawkins
remaining.
against Grant. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Pistons. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, seeing where this home team is right now, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there. Naveed just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Home team foul. Hall. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Brown. Drills the baseline jumper.
Nice execution on the inbound.
Number
Just
7.
how you want to draw it out.
Gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. There's the steal. He's all alone. A finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Hall. Still yet to score. Kicks it out to Hawkins. For the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
.15 seconds left to play here in the first. Grant surveying the D. 1 second left. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far.
Your home
Up
team.
2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Doing extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. We will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron, and that certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum, and we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. They've got Winslow, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4.
Personal foul.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's the option.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding. And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're talking NBA. We're watching this game. We've got this great group here at courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with you?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram has become a foundational player. DJ McCollum says he wants to be great, and to be great, you have to be able to create. When you're selfless and you're willing to do whatever it takes to win, it becomes contagious. McCollum praised BI's feel, IQ, and commitment to the game. Kevin?
About as committed as you are, David. Hey, thank you so much for that.
Get ready for your
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
And here's a look at some stats for Hernan Gomez. Coming off a terrific season, averaged about 11 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports
my
to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Off target with his 3.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Lucas. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Second team foul. Shooting for the away team. Number 26. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. That one misses. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. .141 left to play here in the second quarter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. They get a hand on it. The pass to Gabriel. And that one, good.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Here's Brown with the drive.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Hall. Last time out, he had 13 points. Shonwa.
No question, he got bumped
Number
on that
26.
shot.
First personal foul, first team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than the average numbers.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. The visitors with the ball, trailing by 2.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
And we're watching two teams looking to make that next step. They want to break out of the middle of the pack, prove they can do some damage.
It's good on the putback. It's a tie ball game.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Here's Hawkins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hawkins has got his first points of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Leading by just 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what was your impression?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit. And tonight, they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
Shaq, let's get your insight on. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we have a beautiful game now.
They've got Winslow and Slukas in at the guard position. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Shot from the inbound, and it's good on the layup. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Passes it to Winslow, to the paint. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. To the middle, stolen by Nunn. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. That one good for 2. Nunn's got 7 points.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
First team foul, B. Barrett. Third personal foul, first team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Slukas. From deep three-point land. Nunn can't get it to fall. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Lays it up off the glass.
A bigger point guard is 6'4". Murray has no issue scoring inside.
Slukas passes to Hernan Gomez. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Nunn. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Hernan Gomez covering. Off with the layup.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front. Now, at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 30, Wenyen Gabriel.
The dish to Winslow. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And Willie Green wants a timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in steals, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year, always a threat to cause a turnover. Baldwin can't get it to go.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Winslow, the bounce pass. From the high post, he drills it.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
And the pass to Baldwin. For 3, Murray. Unable to get that one. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. For the lead, and the layup good by Nunn. Nunn's got 4 this quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Substitution on the court.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Brown the pass to Gabriel. On the wing, Brown. Pass to Gabriel. Shot clock at 6. The offensive rebound.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Down low, Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
He is a big guard at 6'4". Murray getting up.
Gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Pass to Gabriel. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And it's Murray penetrating. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
It's fun to watch a crafty player like DeJounte Murray who uses a blend of speed and smarts to make trouble on both ends of the floor.
And so Murray nails both of them. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Here's Brown. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. And from undrafted to journeyman to starter, Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
Hawkins checked in for Murray. And Brown drops them both. Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Hall. Connects from three-point range. Hall's got 6.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
He's covered by Hawkins. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Team foul.
First free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
34 seconds left in the third. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
So they take the lead. He's got 8. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Brown inside. Fade away. And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touch by Brown.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
7 seconds left to play in the third. Puts up a deep 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far.
The visiting team.
They're up by 1.
51.
And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Let's be the one that just plays harder. Keep playing through it. Keep playing. Keep playing our game. Here we go.
Mike Budenholzer laying it down to his good team, asking a little bit more from the energy standpoint, more effort from his guys.
Yeah, and I think he sees an opportunity for them to try and make a move here. Doesn't want to let that pass by.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us.
Hall. Third personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Slukas passes to Winslow. High post, Hernan Gomez. No dice from 9 feet out. I think it's been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Here's Hall. Outside for Murray. Four on the shot clock. Sean Love, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Murray is capable of getting double-digit assists anytime he's on the floor because he is an unselfish point guard.
Being an efficient 53% from the field. They've got Winslow, and it's none in at the 2 guard. Driving in, and the dunk by Winslow.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Murray outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Second personal foul.
On Thursday. And then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland. And they'll be taking on the Trailblazers. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. From 11 feet away. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Basket counts.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Finish off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
Here's Colson. Gabriel with the rebound. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Nunn finds Winslow. Can't hit from in close. And 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Murray against Nunn. Back to Murray. Shoots the three. He can't get that one to fall.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Colson, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
He's gotten so good at finding the open man. Murray does it again.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
I think Murray knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go to that defender knowing he's going to get contact.
At the line for your home team, DeJounte Murray, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good, so both teams making some changes here. And so Murray nails both of them.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
There's Winslow, and the layup is good. Winslow's got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Yep, it counts.
Now, look, he is a solid distributor. Murray is gifted at finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. Winslow, the pass to Hernan Gomez. 5 to shoot. Here's Lucas. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Hernan Gomez covering. Misses the 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Nunn. Off target from the wing. Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's off from three-point range. Fires from deep. A rebound by Colson.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Biberovic. Inside, Colson. Off on the layup. So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Here's what you take.
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Substitution on the court.
What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Hernan Gomez gets denied.
Team foul. Hall. Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Guys, what do you think?
Now, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Substitution on the court.
Knocked loose. The three. Bullseye!
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops it. Just let it roll.
And so they get the victory here at home. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes